It's showtime. It is showtime. Hi, everybody. Hi. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the big show here today. Great to see you. And welcome to Thursday, August the 29th, 2024. I have been under the assumption until today, because Auntie Jen gave me a dope slap to wake me the hell up. I've been under the assumption that this month we were only going to the 30th and that was the end of the month. But no, there's 31 days this month. The 31st happens to fall on a Saturday, however. So Friday, tomorrow is the 30th, the last trading day of the month. That is correct. But there's one more day. And so Monday or Sunday is the 1st of September, and Monday is the 2nd of September, Labor Day, and we don't trade until the 3rd of September, Tuesday. And so I will not be on the air on Monday at all, and it looks like I won't be on the air tomorrow. Tomorrow we pull into Southampton to end our transatlantic crossing, and Jennifer and I will be making arrangements to go on shore for a few hours tomorrow to take care of a few things, and then we'll be back on the ship again. We don't have to pack up our cabin or anything like that, but we do have to look after some logistics, and so I won't be on the air tomorrow. You're on your own tomorrow, but I will be back with you on Tuesday, September the 2nd. And away we go. We'll see what happens. Now, look, what's going on today? Well, today is the reaction to Nvda. What happened with Nvda last night? We all want to know. And what's going to happen with it today? Yesterday evening, the shares of Nvda hit a low of about 116 something bucks a share. Spent a lot of time last night around 117. And now we're this morning as low as 120 really ish, but we're at 120, 144 right now. Slowly coming up a little. We're down $4. That's 3.3%. The speculation in the options market was that the shares would go up or down by as much as 8% based on the premiums that were being collected by option writers and sellers and buyers. Now, for you folks who have not got a position going on Nvda, you couldn't ask for a better scenario today. The opening will come. You'll take a look and see how the stock fares for the first 20, 30 minutes, an hour. And then you will pick and choose which contracts would you like to create. Are you looking to write put credit spreads, call credit spreads? Both as an iron condor. Are you going to do a cash secured put transaction? Might be something to that. You've got opportunities here to decide what kind of option position you want to take on the Nvda stock. I don't see anything wild or wacky happening here. I don't see a $15 move up or down at all on Nvda. While the company did release financials last night that were higher than the street expected, more money made than thought. They upped their guidance for the next quarter by $2.5 billion. They figured their gross sales would go from $30 billion to $32.5 billion. None of this has created a whirlwind of activity to make the shares go crazily higher or lower. And maybe this is a good thing. You've got to remember a year ago when Nvda began to show these kinds of numbers, 20 to 30 billion in sales every 90 days, this just blew the doors off of the year before. I mean, no one had envisioned it. That's why the shares have tripled in price roughly in the last year, gone from 200, 300, 400 a share to 1,400 at one point. Now we're at 1,200 a share if you multiply the current price by 10, taking into account the 10 for one stock split. So at 121, we're at $1,210. There you go. Yeah, can it go to $1,400, $140? Sure, that's the high, all-time high. Will it do that today? Probably not. But I want to as I always say, caution you as if you're going to be an option writer and you're going to be an assassin, a constant cash flow king, you have to respect the stock with which you want to write options on. And as far as Nvidia goes, 15 percentage points of protection is a damn good idea. So that's about $18-19, rounded to about $20. And you can understand where my head is at. I'm thinking put credit spreads have to be 90 to 100, 95, 105, maybe. Call credit spreads 140 to 150. You want to be $20 away. It doesn't sound exciting. It doesn't sound sexy, but boy, it works. It can work very, very well. So yeah, we gotta keep an eye on that. If you're looking at contracts that expire not this Friday but next Friday, which is a 4-day week next week because of Labor Day. As of last night, if you were writing $130 calls, and this is if you own the stock and you're going to write 130s, you would have received about $584. If you were going to write cash secured puts last evening, and you were going to write, say, 115s, you would have been paid about $325, $345 a share for contracts that die in 5-6 trading days. There are only 4 trading days next week. There's 2 this week, today, tomorrow, and then 4 next week. So there's only 6 days left. So 115, which is out of the money, was out of the money last night, about $10 a share. That contract was $340. The 120, which was 5 out of the money last night, they were going for $5-something each. And so we'll see how this plays this morning. Those of you out there who have been thinking of writing cash secured puts on Nvidia, and some of you have made moves further in, like September 20s, for example. If you were writing cash secured puts that far out, you might be looking at $110 cash secured puts that were paying last night $3.15. The 100s were paying last night $1.30, $1.40. If you were going to go further out in time now to say, let's go for some serious money here. You want to go January 2025, so give yourself a 4-month window for a cash secured put credit, time premium credit. The 100s were paying $5.50 last night. The 95s were paying about $4.20 or so. The 110s last night were $8.65 or something in that nature. So, to commit to buy Nvidia for $110, you'll get $8.50. Oh, you would have gotten $8.50 last night. So you're on the hook for $101.50 if you were to be assigned. I think a lot of people around these parts don't mind having to pay that kind of money. But if you want to write a cheaper cash secured put, you can write 80s that expire in January. You get about $1.80, $1.90 for those. The 90s, like I said, will pay $3.20, something like that. So $9,000 will give you $300 back. The return on your money isn't that great, really. I mean, 1% is $90 here. You're getting about 3.3% for January. You got to wait 4 months to get 3%. Might not be exciting enough for some of you out there, or juicy enough for return. 95s will pay you $420 against $9,500, or a $100 cash secured put. That's a $10,000 commitment. Maybe you can get 5.5. That's 5.5%. That might lick some of your chops. That might get some of you going. 4 months, 5.5%. Nvidia might be interested. Obviously, a 105 getting you more like $7, and a 110 paying you, as I said, around $8.60, maybe $9 for a 110 cash secured put. Obviously, credit spreads are the most affordable way to work the options market on Nvidia, where you control the spread, whether it's a $5 spread between puts or calls you're writing, or it's a $10 spread, or whether it's an iron condor $5 or $10 spread or more. You decide yourselves. which way you want this to play out. You can go until next week, Friday, or the Friday after that. You figure out what you're comfortable with, and let's go from there. U.S. first-time unemployment claims edge lower. The bulletin just came out, and U.S. economic expansion in the second quarter was stronger than initially reported. And so this is bad news for Republicans, good news for Democrats if you're a political animal. And with the stock market as a whole, it could be viewed as the economy is growing. It says here U.S. economy grew 3% in the second quarter. Revised figures show this is bad news for interest rate drops. A growing U.S. economy doesn't need interest rate drops to help it. There's this game going on, folks. What is going to happen with the markets with this kind of news? At the moment, I'm showing the Dow showing a 308-point gain in the pre-market so far. It is lifting. S&P is up 22 and NASDAQ is up 91. But the percentage gain is 0.44% for NASDAQ, 0.4% for S&P, and 0.75 point for the Dow. Oil up 57 cents a barrel. So we'll have to wait, see how that plays out and comes through. If jobless claims are dropping, that means people are not getting laid off. That means unemployment is strong, and we have been in a strong labor market now for quite a number of years through practically the entire Biden presidency. And with the amount of capital that Congress allocated to infrastructure projects and shipbuilding plants and EV conversion and on and on and on, we're talking about hundreds of billions of dollars that will flow into the economy of America from the U.S. government through private enterprise. That means jobs will be plentiful in certain skills and right into construction labor positions. In other words, if you're flying in and out of Kennedy Airport, like Jennifer and I did a little over a week ago, or any of these other airports that are under construction, I'm sorry to say you're going to have to contend with a ton of construction equipment all over the place on a lot of U.S. infrastructure places, because America is being built up again to the 21st century, into the 2050s. In any event, the markets so far don't seem to be too upset about it. Trade deficit in goods widens sharply to the highest level in more than 2 years. That might give some people something to jump on and hope for. 280-point gain on the Dow now, 20 points on S&P, 73 on NASDAQ. We seem to be holding our own over there. Nvda 120.90 now, down 471. The much lower drop than was feared, if there was going to be a drop at all. So maybe this stock has a little dead cat drop, a little drop at the beginning, and then slowly begins to rise. Nvidia could be up at the end of the day today. Could be green for all we know. We'll see what happens. 121 right now on the pre-market. On my radar, I am alerting you folks about GameStop. I'm giving you the heads up on GameStop shares. The reason I'm doing this is that in the last week or so, we've gone from almost $23, under $20 last night, 1989 or something like that. The low of the day was 1988 yesterday. And this morning in the pre-market, we're now at 2040, up about 50 cents a share. The company made an announcement, very quiet, very non-descriptive. It was a sentence long, that they've terminated their agreement with their banker regarding their line of credit. And this is not being really explained in any real detail. This is one of those announcements that just seems to go out there and nobody seems to pay attention to it. I do. This one is, I watch this one. This is a voluntary $250 million credit facility they're walking away from. Now, what does it mean and why are they doing it? It means that the company, back in 2021, when we first got together, they had a $450 million line of credit with the Bank of America, and they were drawing on it. They borrowed money against the bank to take care of stock buybacks and other issues. Once the shares took off on that meteoric short squeeze, the company eventually was able to raise $2 billion at $154 a share before the split, 4-for-1, back in 21-22. That allowed the company to raise $2 billion. They knocked off the Bank of America's debt, got away from all the restrictions they had on them at that time, and they turned around and negotiated a new line of credit for $250 million, a standby line of credit if they ever needed it, where they had way fewer restrictions on what they could do as a public company. Still, however, there would have been certain restrictions in place. If they borrowed any of that $250 million, there would be caveats in place. Now, why would the company borrow against the $250 million? Because they've run out of money. That's why they would have done it. Well, they never did run out of money. They raised $2 billion back then. They spent $500 million to knock off all their IOUs. They had $1.5 billion cash. Even 3-4 months ago, before they raised the latest round of cash, they still had about $1 billion lying around. Didn't need the 250, but now we know in the last 2-3 months they raised another $3+ billion. They're sitting on $4.2 billion in cash. They don't need a $250 million line of credit with any kinds of restrictions of any kind from anyone. And so, quietly, without any fanfare, approximately 12 days before the company releases their latest financials, they've ended their line of credit relationship with their banker, which I believe is Bank of America. Well, what does that mean? Why would a company do that? Well, if you got $4.2 billion and you don't need $4.2 billion for your business, you don't need a line of credit. Why bother having one? Maybe they've been approached by a group out of Wall Street, out of perhaps a big hedge fund, maybe another institutional group of investors. I don't know. Someone perhaps has approached these guys to say, hey, you guys have got $4.2 billion cash lying around. You're running retail stores, 4,000 something retail stores. Last report, you lost $20 million or something. No big deal. You make a bunch of money at Christmas time. Essentially you're breaking even on these stores. Maybe you're going to make a little bit of money this year on your stores. Have you thought about what you're going to do with the $4.2 billion? Because you sure don't need it to keep your stores alive. You're shutting down underperforming stores, laying off staff, reducing your overheads every quarter, doing a masterful job. You're going into a profit mode on that retail side, and you're making interest of $3 to $4 million a week on the money you're sitting on. You guys are making money. Have you thought about making more money with your $4 billion rather than just daily interest? And it could be, possibly, that there is a very complex deal going on here that will ultimately mean GameStop might possibly sell off their retail stores. They might have a private hedge fund that's come to them knocking on the door saying, we have an investor who would love to buy all of GameStop. They want the whole brick and mortar business. They want the warehouses. They want everything. We'll give you a check to take a hike. You guys add that to your $4.2 billion and go forth and do what you want with it. And it means they could become an investment company, an activist investment group of some kind, who knows what. And the group that's approached them to say, not only do we have a buyer for your brick and mortar, we got someone in mind. It's a private company that would like to buy your company, your retail company, because it's a private concern. It'll be a lot cheaper to run the retail stores inside a private corporation rather than in a public corporation. You don't need to do filings every 90 days. You don't have to worry about an investment, a board of directors that with public company experience. You don't have to have an investor relations department if you're a private company. A lot of fewer people running a private company. And that makes this retail operation even more profitable because you guys have cleaned it up in the last 2 years and offloaded over 1,000 deadbeat stores and who knows how many employees you've offloaded. And it's possible that the new owners might lay off another 20% of the employees of GameStop to really make it leaner and meaner. Who knows? But this group that's coming to GameStop to say, we have a buyer for your brick and mortar, but more importantly than that, yeah, you'll get some money for that and you'll add that to your 4.2 billion, but we can also raise you another 3 or 4 billion in additional cash because you are going to become an acquisition facilitator. You're going to become an investment banker. You're going to become a junior, who knows what player, a very activist investment group type player with as much as 10 billion in cash on hand, and right now you've only got 426 million in shares outstanding. Perhaps we can move your company to 600 million shares outstanding with 10 plus billion cash on hand, making the shares worth $15 to $18 a share in cash. Plus, what are you going to do with it? And we have ideas for you guys. We have ideas. We have other clients that we've helped with their business arrangements, and you might want to be involved in 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of the other clients that we've worked with this pot of money you're sitting on. Now, I'm just throwing this at you saying something is up, okay? Situation normal is not going to be the new normal. This company will not be just, in my humble opinion, a brick and mortar company. You don't need $4.2 billion cash in the bank to operate 4,000 gaming stores. No. You're either going to buy somebody else that you're going to merge into this company. You're going to do a major expansion, which I can't possibly imagine. They're contracting this business. There's something else going on. And I would not be surprised that in the last 60 days, since this cash has been raised, that the management at GameStop, led by Ryan Cohen and his board of directors, have been really busy working and talking deals and possible deals and possibilities of the company. This has got to be the plan. He's a young guy. He's not even 40 years old, or if he is, he's barely 40 years old. There's a lot that can happen here. We have a public vehicle sitting on a mountain of cash with a break-even or slightly profitable retail division that could be offloaded for some dough, and then we can transform this public company into a monster. Pershing Capital just tried to go public in the last 90 days. Bill Ackman was his name? Is it Bill Ackman? Tried to take Pershing Capital public with as much as a $20 billion offering to no avail. The street wasn't interested in his deal. GameStop has already got $4 billion. They could have $6 billion with the sale of GameStop. Again, this is just I'm guessing. And with 3 or 4 billion cash on top of that, they have 10 billion in cash with the possibility of raising another 5 or 10 billion beyond that through some kind of a capped call financing transaction that could take the shares to $40-50 a share. I am throwing this at you to wake you up to the possibility something's up with GameStop, from my humble opinion. That's all. That's it. I don't know. I have a poll question going today if you want to answer it. The poll question is simply, with 4.2 billion in cash, I think GameStop should sell off its retail stores and become an investment fund. 57% of you are saying, yeah. 43% are going, not so sure about that. 131 votes so far. Let me know what you think about that comment. You think that's a possibility? You think that would be not a bad idea? Can you imagine the Reddit crowd, the Wall Street bets followers of all those meme stocks led by GameStop, all of a sudden realizing that if you own shares of GameStop, you could be sitting on 15 to 20 bucks a share in cash per share of a company that might now get involved in all kinds of other businesses, some of which are public, soon to become public, pre-IPO financing, who knows what. There could be a whole lot of stuff going on over there. I just don't believe 4.2 billion bucks sitting in the bank, pulling in 4 something percent interest right now, is the smartest way to go, the long-term way to go for this company. It's just my old man gut instincts coming to the fore, and I'll just mention it to you. Anyway, there you go. For Ryan Cohen, could be a most interesting 5 years coming up, along with the board of directors and all investors of GameStop. It could be a wild ride. And this company could change its name. You know, they might decide, yeah, okay, we're going to sell off the GameStop stores, and we're going to change our name to North Star Ventures or something like that. Completely change the name, and who knows what they'll do with their share structure. But if you're a shareholder of GameStop, you're going for a ride. And who knows? In the meantime, look, GameStop offers some of you tremendous money-making opportunities. If you are on top of the option writing game, and you've joined me here for the last little while learning all about options, you have figured out, well, what was it, 2 months ago? Guess who now owns 9 million shares of the company? Why did he do that? Why did Roaring Kitty go up to 9 million shares of this company? Why? Hello? Maybe he too is speculating that, yeah, this stock takes a run. These guys raise a bunch of dough. They got a bunch of dough in their hand. They blow off the GameStop stores. They change the name of the company, call it an investment fund, raise another 3, 4, 5 billion. You got 10 billion under administration. You got a whole different ballgame here. And yeah, he wants to be a shareholder of 9 million shares of the company too. Yeah, he sure does. And now we have something else to talk about. Like I said, it's just too darn complicated too complex to have a company with $4 billion cash in the bank, no debt, and a retail operation that's now starting to make a few bucks. I did speculate on the Gold Bagel Alert Show. If you're a Gold Bagel member, you've heard this. I speculated that maybe they're going to, instead of sell off the stores, they're going to become the landlord of the stores. Maybe they're going to buy a bunch of strip malls across North America to start the ball rolling. They got $4 billion cash. They can borrow 16 billion more or 12 billion more to have 16 billion of real estate. Mortgage of 75% against retail is not a problem. But instead of the stores paying rent, the stores are paying the mortgage of the buildings that and the land they own, which now they're going to appreciate in value because there are operating businesses on it. Maybe they're going to do what the founder did on that movie, The Founder, McDonald's. McDonald's does not sell hamburgers. They are in the real estate business. If you watch the movie, you know what I'm talking about here. Maybe, just maybe, they're going to sell the stores, but the stores are going to be sold to a holding company that now leases the stores, the actual location, from the real estate company, which is the former GameStop public company that's now called North Star Real Estate Acquisitions. And maybe they raise a total of 10 billion bucks in total cash and buy 40 billion in real estate, of which every single GameStop store in the next 5 years will be on their property. Maybe they're doing that. I'm just throwing it at you and going, there's a lot of possibilities here. Could GameStop become the landlord of Best Buy? They buy all these big box retail locations and they own the Best Buy real estate. Best Buy is a tenant. Could they buy the real estate under which other stores sit on? I don't know. I don't know how far this can go. I don't know how far out this can really reach. This isn't a one and done deal. If this is going to happen, this would take 5 to 10 years to fruition. But Ryan Cohen is young. He's 40 odd years old. He's going to be around a long time. Could turn this into a multi-hundred million dollar, multi-hundred billion dollar machine that once was just a retail operation with a bunch of 5,000 small little stores that now becomes this massive real estate entity that owns the real estate that these stores are sitting on. Because some of these GameStop stores, you have to know, are the highest paying tenants that some of these malls have on a per square foot basis, because rent charged to GameStop stores isn't necessarily a flat rent. It is a percentage of sales. Well, if GameStop now turns itself into a landlord, and you've got the landlord division and the retail division is making the landlord division very wealthy with the real estate going up over time anyway. And the shareholders of GameStop are the big winners at the end of the day. Again, I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know. Just a guy in front of a computer on an ocean liner in the Atlantic trying to tell his viewers something to think about here. And this morning, the stock is up a little bit. It's up 51 cents. So, let's not go crazy. It was $23 a couple weeks ago. We're 20.41 here, but maybe something's up. The 10th of September is the latest financial update from GameStop. They may say nothing. They may say everything. I don't know. We'll find out. There you go. Speculation on the stock at any time can pick up, as you all know. At any time, GameStop can trade 2, 3, 4 million a day, and the next thing you know, it trades 50 million, 100 million a day. It can change at any time. In the last 65 days, the average volume on GameStop is still registered at 35 million shares a day. That is the average volume over the last 65 days. Yesterday, GameStop traded 5.2 million shares. 1/7 of the average. That's how quiet GameStop has been lately. And yesterday it dropped under $20 a share, and there was no buying to buy it up. So what's going on? They announced the end of their banking relationship. They are free agents. They can go to any banker they want. They can go to any Wall Street firm they want. They can attend. They can have meetings with any banker that wants to come to them, any hedge fund, any entity out there, other investment funds. Who knows? This could be the beginning of something really significant. This is not bad news. The voluntary dropping of a $250 million line of credit with restrictions on it is not bad news. It's good news. This company just unleashed themselves from shackles. And it might be possibly that the deal they signed for this $250 million financing deal had a time limit. It was a contract that they couldn't break it until just now. And maybe, just maybe, the management of GameStop has been doing what you guys are doing, you option writers are doing, folding their arms, waiting for the end of that ball and chain agreement to expire so they can let it go. And now they can negotiate with whomever they want about whatever they want to and consider a whole different path forward for GameStop. Welcome to the party, pal. There's something going on. We're up 53 cents a share this morning. Yeah, okay. We will find out eventually. Nvda right now, 121.50, down $4.11 a share. We open up in about 25 minutes this morning to see how the Nvda shares will react and the rest of the market. Welcome to the party, pals. You never know. It might be a fun day and a fun couple of weeks coming up. So far this morning on our markets, let's take a little look here to see exactly where we are. The Dow Jones is holding a 278 gain, 278 points, just over 2/3 of 1%. S&P's up 17 points, 0.3. NASDAQ up 60 points, 0.3% gain. Oil is up 67 cents. On stocks we love to follow, Rocket Lab is up 6 cents at 6.15. SoFi is up 19 cents to 766, 768. When does SoFi take off? Is it today because GameStop now doesn't have any restrictions and they can now buy $1 billion worth of SoFi on the open market? They take 4.2 billion, put $1 billion in SoFi, buy it here. Why not buy SoFi now, just before they're going to announce their 4th consecutive quarter of profits, making them S&P eligible? I mean, hello, I don't know. Maybe this was it. Maybe this was, I don't know. See what's going on. Matterport's up 9 cents or 1 penny. So it's up a penny. 23andMe is up a couple of cents. Spire's up 12 cents, 8.19 a share. SmartRent's up 4. Apple's up 3.95. It's only down 154 yesterday. Apple's up 3.95 today. Tesla was down 3.46 yesterday. It's up 2.97. It's almost got it all back in the pre-market. Microsoft was down 3.24 yesterday. It's up 2.18 right now. Google was down 1.88. It's up 1.11. Amazon was down 2.32. It's up 1.44. Nvda lost 2.69 yesterday on the session. It's down 4.06 to 121.55. It's climbing from the lows of the pre-market. Meta Platforms was down 2.32 yesterday. The old Facebook, it's up 3.08 this morning. It's higher than the losses. Goldman was down 3.93. It's up 1.80 right now. Cisco was down 86 cents yesterday. It's up 25 cents. Arc Innovation is down 1.15 yesterday, up 47 cents. Pfizer was down 8 cents. It's up 5 cents this morning. HBQ lost 84 cents yesterday and is down 98 cents this morning. They beat their earnings estimates, but they're forecasting slower growth, and so their shares are 33.78, down 98 cents. Is this a dip buy opportunity? I don't know. We'll watch that. Unity was down 80 yesterday. It's up 16 this morning. C3.ai Inc. was down 53 cents yesterday. It's up 25 this morning. Adobe was down 7.28 yesterday. It's up 6.65. It's almost got it all back. Netflix down 11.88, up 3.44. IBM down 27 cents yesterday. It's up 53 this morning. 199 a share on IBM. We're going for 200 a share. It's going to happen. Vanik Semiconductors down 4.12 yesterday, down 118 this morning. Home Depot down 49 cents yesterday, up 81 cents now. And Phase was up 112 yesterday. It's up 120 more this morning. It's at 124.86. Palantir down 48 cents yesterday, up 19 cents. Uber down 71 yesterday, up 45 cents this morning. That is the early report with 22 minutes to go before we open for the session today. It's nice to see GameStop, SoFi, and Rocket Lab all higher this morning. Rocket Lab up 8, SoFi up 16, GameStop up 52. Welcome to the party, everybody. Nice to have you here. It's good to see you all. Richard Carlin is here. Deep Value, Lame Duck. Richard Vaughn is here. Who Cares is here. How you guys doing? Corinne is here. Will Howard, what's a good position to take for NVIDIA? There's the question. RB is here. Hector, Bobby Atkinson. I saw an article that GameStop was starting a retro gaming store being tested somewhere in the USA. CKT, I'm number 21. Beach Boy, thumbs up. Uncle Bruce is worth it. Jeff, good morning, everybody. Let's go and get that dough. Right on, JR. CKT, can't wait to write some poor put credit spreads on NVIDIA today. Right on, Jared. I got a 112.13 put credit spread that expires tomorrow. Should I keep it or run? Right now, you can watch it die. Nice going. On NVIDIA, you might find that late today, you might close it out and create a new one for next Friday again and take another one. John Anderson, hi, everybody. Jared, forget my minutes. Good morning, everybody. Forgot my minutes. Larry Titus, good morning, folks. I'm number 31 on the thumbs up meter. Eddie Martin, number 29 here. Happy travels, Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen. I will be buying my first few classes this September. Right on. Amy J, number 35, good morning. Aaron Duchesne, why wouldn't GameStop keep the retail stores open and become an investment fund as well? They shouldn't close the stores. Well, they might. Like I said, they might turn themselves into a landlord. I don't know. Aaron, they have a lucrative business going on. There's millions of gamers out there. I know. Mark C, good morning all. Upgraded to Gold Bagel. I can't wait to learn this stuff. Way to go, Mark C. Welcome to the party, pal. Welcome to the channel with more Gold Bagel members than regular members. Nice to have you here. DB, good morning, everybody. Big B, good morning, Uncle Bruce. Good morning, Big B. Bobby Atkinson, really seeing the green screen behind Uncle Bruce today. Loving this. D.A. Judah, neat. Walter Young, good morning, Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen and Bagel Familia. Thumbs up, number 60. Go, GameStop, and so far. Mr. Premium, happy Thursday. Time to fill our pockets. Johnny, GameStop will be a conglomerate. Vash is here. It's a possibility, but why? Why cast off the following GameStop? Does GameStop, the retail division, make it impossible to do anything else? Again, I don't know. They're being, I'm sure they're being a pro, and I'm pretty sure that this voluntary giving up of this $250 million line of credit is baked in. This has been organized, planned out, and I have a suspicion that this deal expires the end of this month, and so they're letting it expire, and they're not going to renew it. This opens up a plethora of possibilities, and again, I'm just making you aware to don't be surprised if something happens here. Will, what are your thoughts on SOUN? I have no idea who that is. What do they do? Who are they? I don't know who that is. D.H. Ruda, GameStop is who they are because of the meme following and brick and mortar. The reason it went crazy was to save the company. JJ, RC, or Ryan Cohen, should pull a Google or an Alphabet. Alphabet is now the parent company of Google, you see. B. Tizzle, U.S. second quarter GDP revised up to 3% from 2.8%. Amy J. CNBC just reported that some GameStop stores are going retro, game consoles, discs, cartridges, really old school. And again, GameStop may go all kinds of directions, and it might be run by the current management of GameStop. On the other hand, the current management of GameStop might all be sold except for the board of directors, the investor relations department, and the securities lawyers and accountants, and everything else goes to another group, and they keep running it the way they're running it. I don't know. Could GameStop split into two companies? Could GameStop have a retail corporation and an investment corporation? And financial deals made and reorganizations made to fund it up with a bunch of dough, and the investment company becomes the landlord of the retail company. I'll let you know when I know. BTizzle consumer spending revised to 2.9% from 2.3%. BTizzle jobless claims at 231 versus 232 expected. As much as you can trust any of these numbers. Johnny, Ryan Cohen is the GOAT. Johnny, every sane human being knows GameStop is the most manipulated stock ever, thanks to Ivy League imbecile weasels like Ken Griffin, lied GameStop's short squeeze and everything else. JD, although frustrating, I'm glad Ryan keeps info close to his vest. You don't want your plans known to those who are short, then they would be able to defend and continue to hold down the stock. Johnny, GameStop should be $400 a share. Vash, now that you said it's good news, there will be an article saying GameStop loses $250 million. Robert, good morning, Uncle Bruce. Stock market with Brucers. I gave a thumbs up, number unknown. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. The Amish cyborg hoping for that 80 to 120. Johnny, Ryan Cohen lets his actions do his talking. He's a brilliant strategist. JD 181, SoFi is popping. Sharon in the house, number 81. Thank you so much, Sharon. Have a great day today. Robert, hello there, Sharon. JD, geez, if GameStop bought SoFi shares, many in here will become millionaires. That's right. That's right. By the way, Sharon will be at the meet and greet that we're doing in New York on October the 26th at Carmine's. If you want to join us, October 26th, Saturday at 1 o'clock, at Carmine's on 44th at Broadway, across the street from the Schubert Theater. Come on out. Lunch is on Jen and I at Carmine's, October 26th, Saturday, 1 o'clock. You'll meet Sharon live and others if you'd like to come and join us. Love to have you. You send me a private email if you're coming out. Would love to get you down for that. Brian, I closed out my October 18 $7 covered calls on Rocket Lab for a $1,700 profit. Sold for 160, bought back for 45 cents. I sold this contract last week, working on buying back my September 27 covered calls now. Is this real life? Really? Am I allowed to do this? Is this legal, Bruce? I'm not going to jail because of this, right? I'm allowed to do this. I'm allowed to sell something for $1.60, and then a week later I buy it back for 45 cents, and I can keep the change. This what you're telling me? This is the plan. This is the whole plan. Sell for 160, buy for 45 cents in a week, and make a $1,700 profit. That's my plan. Yes, that is your plan. And you keep working it, my friend. Dude, good morning, Christina. Is this thing on? The lamp isn't real. Mars, Carlisle, what should we think about SoFi lowering their savings account by 0.1%? Well, interest rates are going lower. What do you think? Earl Harwell, good morning. Bing Bong, hi. A nice info from Bruce. Welcome all to the show. Nice to have you here for another fun day of guessing what the hell is going to happen. I'm telling you, there's something brewing on GameStop. Something is brewing again on GameStop. I said it before. I'm saying it again. Roaring Kitty might come back to life at any moment. I do not know. I don't know what this giving up of this line of credit is, but I think it's positive. They're coming up with their financials on September the 10th. They might not say a damn thing until that day. Then they might reveal more announcements. I don't know. Hey, something's going on. Something is going on. We're up 18 on SoFi, $7.67. We're at $6.19 on Rocket Lab, up a dime today. All right, that's a little better too. Spire's up 12 cents. Nvda, we're all watching Nvda, down 382, 2.8%. That's it. Just a 2.8% drop at 121.79 on Nvda. So looking good for those of you out there who are credit spread writers, cash secured put writers, call writers. It's all good. It's all okay. Option writers win again. Option gamblers are getting their butts handed to them today on Nvidia. It's not going to be pretty for these guys. They're going to lose premiums. These premiums are going to shrink on Nvidia. The news is out. The story's out. It's all over. And the stock is virtually not changing. So, yeah, some of these guys are going to lose a fortune. I'll see what happens. 766 up 17 on SoFi. Go, SoFi. Go, GameStop. Up 53. Go much more than this. Giddy up, everybody. Thank you for joining me. 12 minutes away from opening up for the day here. We're looking for people to participate in our poll question, and we're looking for the thumbs up meter. 95 thumbs ups have come in so far today. Thank you for helping out that. We have 246 people watching right now. We are in need of 150 more thumbs ups from you folks. You owe us. Come on, man. We're giving you ideas. We're talking to you about some potential here. Let's hit the thumbs up button. Give Bruce a little help there. We have 180 votes for the poll question. 180 votes and only 95 thumbs ups. I mean, come on. Geez. These poll questions are free, you know. So has given out a thumbs up. With $4.2 billion cash in the bank, I think GameStop should sell off its retail stores and become an investment fund. That is the poll question. 183 people have answered. 58% are saying yes. That's exactly what this company should do. They should blow off the stores into something else, build their cash from $4.2 billion and up, and go hog wild as an investment fund. Just think of how many meme people will follow this. The speculation at Reddit. 80 million followers over there. The Wall Street Bets crowd. I mean, my God, the stock will trade 100 million a day, 150 million a day, like crazy. It will be something else. Anyway, 58% say yes, 42% say no, 186 votes are in. Thank you all very much. If you can find the thumbs up button, nail that sucker. 119 have come through now. Come on, you guys. 119 thumbs ups are showing up here. Come on, you can do more than that. We have 242 people here. What are you doing? Let's see what we can do. I need you guys to get richer. I want all of you to make a ton of money in this market. It's nothing personal. I just want you to get rich. And the richer you get, the better it gets for Jen and I and for everybody else. Thank you all so very, very much for following us. We're going members only on the chat right now. Join us as a member and keep us on the air. Thank you those again who have become Gold Bagel members. Those goldies are the heart and soul of this channel. We have more people who are Gold Bagel members than regular members. It costs you $25 a month to be a Gold Bagel rather than $10 a month to be a Chillin' member. We have more people paying $25 a month to YouTube. Why? Because they're making money. That's why. People don't become members of channels because they like the guy. It's generally not how it works. If I were offering memberships for 99 cents, a lot of you would become members because you like me. For $25 a month, that doesn't cut it. No, you better give me something, Bruce, for $25 a month. I need something. Well, how about a primetime show every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock just for you guys? And how about a trailer show every day that I'm live? If it's possible, I'm live every day at 8 o'clock just for Gold Bagel members for 30 minutes, giving you a head start and a heads up on what's coming up today. Thank you, all of you who have taken the plunge, which really, you kind of jump in and you're going, the water's fine. It's all right. I don't mind this swimming pool here. Surrounded by option writers who are making a ton of money here. Yeah, I kind of like this game. This is my kind of peeps. I like hanging out with people who are on YouTube channels that make money. I like this crowd. If you would like to become a member of our Discord group, chat group, become a Gold Bagel member, send me a private email and let me know you would like to become part of the Discord chat group. Here's the private email right here, brucefarmer@hotmail.com. Send me a private email. I will send you a link information. I'll send you link information so you can become a Discord chat member. And now you can hang out with the group here, the Gold Bagel members, 24/7. When I'm not on the air, you guys are hanging out with each other. And this gives you folks who are becoming option writers, who are new to this, who've started taking the classes and you're just starting to get into it, you're going to hang out with this gang of option writers. And if you've got a question that you need answered and I'm not on the air, or you've sent me an email and I'm in Southampton getting on and off a ocean liner, the chat group is there for you. And you can hang out with the gang there and likely get updates and information that you need instantaneously. You want to compare brokerage firms? You want to know which brokerage firm should you use to write options depending on where you live? If you're in Canada, the USA, in Great Britain, in somewhere in Europe, and somewhere else, likelihood is that someone else on the Discord chat group is in the same neighborhood you're in, the same country, and they might be able to give you some choices. Think about these guys, but don't use those guys. That is valuable information right there. Thank you all very, very much for popping in. Giddy up, man. Nice to have you here. Let's see, what else is going on? That's right, Uncle Bruce. For the big conglomerates, becoming private equity institutions is the name of the game, just like Blackstone. Spicy, did you get out 2025? There's questions being asked here. Double D, GameStop buys SoFi. I'll see you in London, Uncle Bruce. Whoa. Dude, Spicy, make your offer a good till close and be patient, especially on a pop. You get stupid orders filled. Christina, Auntie Jen pays us to be, Auntie Jen alone pays us to be goldies. She says you need something to do. Don't be fooled, Uncle Bruce. This is work for us too, you know. There you go. Giddy up, everybody. Yeah, if you're going to become a full-time option writer and start to make 30,000 a month writing options, you got to start somewhere. Well, you start here and you start with the classes. Start taking lessons, and there are 17 of them on my website. Get your butt over there, stockmarkerswithbruce.ca. Start taking the classes. Hang out here every day. Become a member of this channel. Join the Discord group. And now you're giving yourself all the ammo you can to give yourself a handle on how option writing really works in real life. This is an investment you make into yourself. You're taking this seriously. You're not doing this as a flippant little side thing. This is real. You're willing to risk some of your capital to make capital. You better know what the hell you're doing. And we cannot emphasize enough. I cannot tell you enough times that you cannot trade one time and make $5 million. It's never, ever going to happen. On option writing is done one trade at a time, dollars at a time. And sometimes you write contracts for $3 and buy them back for $2.50. Sometimes you write contracts for $4 and buy them back for 28 cents. Sometimes you write contracts for $1.15 and buy them for 38 cents. There's never the same trade twice. You've got to be on it. You have to understand the psychology of the markets. You have to understand how options are created and how they die. And you've got to understand the psychology of your opponent when it comes to writing options. Because when you sell an option, someone is buying it from you, and you think it's going to go down in value, and they think it's going up in value. And you've got to understand what are they thinking to be able to want to do something like that. And the smarter you get at doing this game, the more comfortable you become at it, and the more profitable you become at it. And you will get to the point where you're either going to retire earlier than you ever thought, or you're going to quit your day job and become an option writer full time for years and be partially retired at the same time. You might travel the world and write options. You need one of these in your hands to be an option writer. It's all you need. If you got one of these, you're already there. It's a matter now of setting up your trading account, figuring out which broker to use, and then deciding which strategy you want to employ when it comes to writing options. And it's a conservative strategy. Pension funds do it, mutual funds do it, and every institutional investor does it. This is what I'm trying to get you to do. And you've got to put some time into it. Otherwise, you're fooling yourself. And there you are. Thank you all for joining me. I'm so glad you're here. Giddy up, kids. I want you to get rich, 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 rich. Oh, wonderful stuff. We're looking now at the market. In 2 minutes, we're going to be trading again. We're up 11 on Rocket Lab. We're up 16 right now on SoFi, 51-cent gain on GameStop. Matterport seems to be up about a penny. We've got maybe a 12-cent gain right now on Spire. Smart Rent is up 4. Apple's up 350. Tesla's up 390, pardon me, up 390 on Tesla. Microsoft is up 410, very nice. Google is up 150. Amazon up 238. Nvda at 121.43, down 3.3%. 421 is the dip at the moment in the pre-market. We're going to find out just how this starts off when we get this market opened up here in about a minute. Meta Platforms up 295, Goldman up 178, Cisco's up 25, Arc Innovations up 43. We got Adobe up 736. We've got Netflix up $5. We have IBM at 199.62. 199.62. IBM's going for $200 a share. Giddy up. Home Depot up $2. We're up 71 on Uber. We have a lot of green here showing up this morning to start the morning. Welcome all to the party. Welcome all to the fun zone where option writers just get richer. It's nothing personal. They just get richer, and that's the end of that. We're now looking to open here. Should be getting the bells rung here by Larry. Yes, Larry has done it. The bells are ringing. The markets are open. Let's get this party started, and let's see if you guys are going to get richer today or not. I think some of you are. Maybe many of you are, which is fine by me. I'm thrilled about this. Giddy up, kids. Let's get this thing going. Richard Carlin, neat. That's right. Let's get this party started. 2050 on GameStop now, up 60 cents is what I'm showing. First set of trades just going through. So we're watching for a ton of activity here. We're going to see how this market wants to play it forward. We are up 295 on the Dow. We're ahead about 16 on S&P. We're up 59 on NASDAQ. And we're up $1 on the crude market on oil right now. 2054, 2056 on GameStop. We're moving up on GameStop. We've got Rocket Lab up 15 cents. We have SoFi up 21 to 770 now. We've got GameStop up 67 to 2057 so far this morning. Looking at Nvda right now, the opening trades 121.22 on Nvda, down 437, and we are only down 3.4% on the session. Dow is up 250, S&P up 19, NASDAQ up 100 points. That is actually leading the Dow now. NASDAQ is now leading the Dow higher. Very interesting. 121.91, almost at 122 on Nvidia. There it is, 122.20, only down 330. That's 2.69%. Very slight dip on Nvidia. Looking great, guys. No complaints about where we're at right now. The markets are definitely going to the green side of the equation. Thank you all very much for joining us today. Great to have you here. Let's take a peek again at our faves. We're up 14 on Rocket Lab, 623. SoFi 773, up 24 cents. And GameStop 2066, up 76 centinos. We're taking back the loss from yesterday on the GameStop shares. All right. We'll take that and more, please. I think something's going on. I really do. I think something's up on GameStop. I don't know why the stock dipped this past week. I'm not sure if there was some shenanigans there or some, I don't know what, but today it's a smart recovery right away in 2 minutes, 75 cent gain on GameStop. SoFi now up 25 cents, 776. Could we hit $8 today? That would be kind of nice. 622 on Rocket Lab. Let's go, baby. Spire's up 20 cents now, 827. Giddy up, kids. That's what we're showing here. Let's take it for a ride. Let's get this T-Bird fired up and let's go for a spin. Absolutely. Time for a spin. Oh, yes, that is right. I can't do that on this phone. I keep forgetting about my one devices thing. All right. ATIP is up 4. Apple up 316. Tesla up 589. Microsoft up 567. Alphabet, that's Google, up 156. Amazon up 220. Nvidia is only down $2. It's down $1.94. Nvidia is only down 1.5% right now. Meta Platforms up 555. Goldman Sachs up 70 cents. Cisco's up 4. Arc is up 70. Pfizer down 3. HPQ down 64. Unity up 38. AI is up 26. Adobe up 994. Netflix up 579. IBM at 198.73. Has hit 200 already this morning. Vanik 265 gain. Home Depot down a penny. Enphase down 180. Palantir up 80 cents today, reversing losses, and Uber up 106 this morning. Welcome everyone to the program. Nice to have you with us this morning from wherever you are watching us from. Thank you again for participating for the thumbs up meter today and for my poll question today. Much appreciated. We're showing a thumbs up meter of 136, almost 140 now. Thank you. The poll question, 224 people have answered this thing. With $4.2 billion in cash, I think GameStop should sell off its retail stores and become an investment fund. 58% of you are saying that would be a hell of a good idea. 42% saying, don't do that. There you go, almost 6 to 4 on a ratio here for GameStop. What will they do? They said goodbye to their line of credit banker today, or yesterday, I guess. Maybe that deal expired and they now are free agents to get a much better relationship with a banker. That would be fun. That could prove to be very entertaining. We will find out real soon just what this means. Giddy up, everybody. Thank you for joining me today from wherever you are. Nice to have you. We've got Richard going neat, neat. Nathan's going neat, neat, neat. Zeta States here, 131. Drew, I have a bunch of $7 spike at strike with 55 premium expiring September 20. Do I exercise? Drew, I'm not sure what stock you're talking about. Are you talking about Rocket Lab or what? Christina, yay, SMCI is green. Brian just brought the 50 GameStop. Averaging down is fun. Christina, I'm only down 91%. Way to go. Flint Creek, GameStop closed circuit lines, closed credit lines and paid outstanding debts. I thought I heard this yesterday. Spicy, I just bought back my 3 $30 calls on Nvda for 65 cents. I sold for $7.33 on Monday. Very well done. Again, I can't read that properly. Is that March 30th call? Again, you're making money. Zeta State, GameStop could buy out SoFi. Whoa. Stuart, neat. Drew, SoFi, holy moly. Brian, green markets. This is fun. I hope Rocket Lab hits $7 again, and then I can sell the $7 covered call for October 18. If that happens, I'm living in a dream world. This is great stuff, Uncle Bruce. B Tizzle, buy now, pay later company. Affirm is up 26% on earnings. It's giving the whole fintech industry a boost today. How about that? We've got updates now. Rocket Lab is showing a gain of 14 cents. SoFi up 28, 777. The triple sevens are going across on SoFi right now. GameStop up 76 cents to 20.66. We've got Spire up 20 cents. We've got Apple up 4.37 now, climbing again. We have Tesla up 7.38, Microsoft up 6.59, Google up 1.90, Amazon up 2.03, Nvidia down just $2.30. That's all. 2.05 loss on Nvidia now. That's it. Meta's up 6.22, Goldman up 97, Cisco up 15, ARC up 76. We got some good movements here. AI is up 23 cents. Thank you very much. IBM holding at 198.67, has touched 200 today already. Giddy up, kids. Lots going on here. Markets are looking a-okay. On the indexes, the Dow is up 91.5, a little pullback from the high. We're up 24 on S&P now, and we're up 150 on NASDAQ. NASDAQ's up 0.86 of a percentage point. S&P up 0.44, Dow's up 0.22 at the moment. Very good. Oil up 128 a barrel at 75.80 at the moment. All right, lots to keep an eye on. 122.68 on Nvidia. The high of the day is 124.43. The low is 119.67. So we're definitely moving towards the high of the day here. This 124.40 level at 122.80 right now. Just off a couple of bucks, and we are in the green on Nvidia if this continues. Wouldn't surprise me. Very interesting to see this. GameStop at 20.73, the high of the day, 20.79. So we're right at the high range, the low of 20.47, and we've seen some volume go through. Not really 132,000. Update today. What is the plan here at GameStop? What are they up to with the saying goodbye to this $250 million line of credit? They've basically dropped their banker. They don't need their banker anymore. This could change everything very shortly. We've now seen a 20.79 high of the day on GameStop. 20.79 has been the high of the day. We're at about 20.70 right now on GameStop shares. The Dow right now up 109, climbing again. We're up 24.7 on S&P, and we're up 150 on NASDAQ. Welcome to the party, pal. Nice to have you with us this morning. Comments. Brian, look, I've been a member for 23 months on this guy's channel. 23 months. Brian is a Chillin' with Uncle Bruce member. I have to pinch myself, he says, almost daily with the gains that I am seeing. Thanks for everything, Bagel Family, and most of all, Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen. You are changing lives. I am camping this week, and I'm making money while camping. Z Estate, UPST. Charlie, UN is 135.45 call spread on Nvidia too close. You're asking me, Uncle Bruce, is 135.45 call spread too close to the fire, and this expires the 10th, 1824? Yeah, I think that is too close to the fire, actually. Zed Estate, been a member here for 32 months. Thank you, Zed, for that. Gold bagel level for Zed. I have to, what is he saying here? 24 months and I will be paying off my car, selling contracts. Is that not amazing? It's a Beamer being paid off here. Beautiful stuff, man. I love seeing these comments. Christina, hey, Uncle Bruce, this is a good one. When GameStop went up on that last run, I sold three $34 calls that expire in October. I got $10.17 for each. They are now worth 90 cents. Laughing out loud. I think I'm going to close them out and take that profit. Not bad. JJ, got to climb inside Ryan Cohen's mind. What kind of company has he historically shopped for? Brian, JJ, he likes to compete with Amazon. There you go. Yeah, there's lots to think about here on the GameStop possibilities. A ton to watch for. All right, kids, a Rocket Lab holding a gain here. Looks like we're still up about 8 cents a share. SoFi is up 23. GameStop at 20.54, up 64 cents. We've got Spire up 17 cents. Smart Rent up 1.5. We have Nvidia right now down 374 at 121.87 with the high today so far 124.40, the low of 119.67. So, 120, 125, that's kind of where we're at. And a lot of people around here can make a lot of money with this stock doing this kind of stuff. Yeah, let's see what happens here, kids. Welcome to the party, pals. Nice to see you joining us, all of you from around the world. Nice to see you with us today. Absolutely fantastic. The poll question has reached 238 now. That's how many folks have answered the poll question. 238. The folks who think that GameStop should become an investment fund, 58%, 42% saying no. With $4.2 billion cash in the bank, should they sell their retail stores and become an investment company? More people say yes than no on that one. 238 votes. We have 139 thumbs up, so we're only 61 away from 200. We have 251 people watching, 140 votes, 140 thumbs ups. That means 110 thumbs ups could still come our way if some of you folks out there were to find that thumbs up button and nail it for us. You'll put us over 200 just like that. Thank you all for helping out on that one. What do you think about this GameStop thing, kids? They've cut their ties with, I think it's Bank of America. They've dropped their credit line agreement, removing all restrictions from what the company can now do with itself. Hey, is this the beginning of something really big or what? I don't know. Christina, the order filled to buy them back. I bought them back for 70 cents. Isn't that nice of me? Christina sold these calls for $10.17 each. Just bought them back for 70 cents. So you bring in $1,000 and you give $70 back. That's called keeping the change. Nice going, Christina. Keep up the good work. Money is what it's all about. Writing options. It's the easier way to make money in this market. Let the stock tell you what it wants to do and go with it. Absolutely. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. It is Thursday, August the 29th, 2024. Lovely to have you with us today. Appreciate your following us. And thanks again for those of you who've been able to find the thumbs up button. And those of you who've been able to hit that poll question, we have 148 thumbs ups. Wow. Only a couple away from 150 already. Thank you, everybody. The poll question has now received 239 results. Fascinating stuff, guys. Thank you. And again, thank you to those of you who have been members for quite some time, like Zed Estate, 32 months, Brian, 23 months. Thank you, guys, for letting the world know how long you've been members of this channel. Bobby Atkinson, I'm starting an Iron Condor on Nvidia right now. The put side, 102, 107. And they're expiring September 27 on that side. The call side, 138, 142. Those are expiring September 13th. Those are going to expire sooner. It's an interesting trade there. Charlie C. Uncle Bruce, what range on NVIDIA would you recommend for call spreads on NVIDIA? Well, that 138, 142 might be a play. 140, 45, depending on how far out you want to go, might be a play. Check it out, but stay well ahead of that stock. Octavia has been a member for 39 months. Chillin' with Uncle Bruce level member. And J-Boy has been a Chillin' member as well for 20 months. Thank you guys so much for telling the world how long you've been a member of this channel. Still here, still lurking daily, always writing. Always be writing contracts. Yes, bringing in credits, bringing in money, writing out of the money contracts. This is the secret to success. Writing contracts that have no value and very little time spells profits for you guys. It's as simple as that. That's all there is to it. Dude, thank you for this donation. 20 bucks. Thank you, Bruce and Auntie Jen. This is easy, easy, easy. Well done. People who get into this for the very first time are shocked when they get into option writing. They just are surprised that it's not that complicated actually, but it just, this really is real life. This is a common comment. I can really do this. I'm allowed to do this, and I'm telling you, all of these private jets that fly into the Super Bowl, that fly in to see the Masters, that fly into New York to catch the U.S. Tennis Open, which is happening now, that fly out to Pebble Beach, that fly around the world, many of the people inside these aircraft are option writers. Either they're doing it themselves or they have hired people to do it for them through hedge fund management outfits. It is an absolute cornerstone of investment traders, in institutional traders, writing options. Zed Estate, UPSC sold 3. I sold a 3 cover call contract, 32.50 strike, $5, but the stock is now 43.98. It's amazing. Again, I don't know this company well. As Christina, the options on GameStop aren't that good. Looking at January 2025, $23 calls. They're going for $3.50. I can sell 4. Is it worth it? Well, out of the money. There you go. It's up to you. The stock is sitting here at 2071. We're approaching the high of the day again of 2079. We're up 81 cents right now. You might want to put in a stink offer much higher than that. You might just want to not offer them for $3.50. Maybe you offer them for $3.95 or $4.35 and just sit there and make them come to you. Maybe that's how you play this game. Don't be in a hurry to sell without using a stink offer. Make them pay. That offer might be just a market maker who has forgotten that they've got that in there. Just mentioning it. Just saying. Pick your price. Check out the 22s and the 24s and make sure that 23 is accurate. You might want to be doing that as well. Thank you all so much for being here this morning. It's a pleasure having you in the building today. We're on an ocean liner. Speaking of a building, this sucker is as long as the Empire State Building is tall. We're headed to Southampton. We'll be there tomorrow morning. Early in the morning, we'll be in Southampton, Jen and I, and we're going to stay on the ship for another 12 days to circle the United Kingdom. We're very much looking forward to this second cruise. as we did this cruise. It has been an absolute pleasure being here, and we will be with you every day. The markets are open starting next Tuesday. Don't forget, Monday is Labor Day. If you're writing options today, they don't trade on Monday. They die another death on Monday because we're closed. And so options only trade 4 days next week, as do stocks. Thank you all very much for joining in. 148 thumbs ups last I saw. Keep those thumbs ups coming if you can, kids. 156 now. 8 more have come in just the last few minutes. If you can hit the thumbs up button for me. 258 of you are here. We should easily break 200 here at any time. If you can help me out, please do. We love thumbs ups. Thank you all so very much. There's the GameStop at 2070, up 80 centinos now. We've got Nvda sitting here at 123.04. Very good. Only down 250 a share, 258 a share, 123 a share. This is great. A 2% drop. This is fantastic. This is the way we want it to be. Well done, everybody. Pulling in some nice dough from these option trades you've done. Credit spreads, cash secured puts, regular rights. Well done. We got Rocket Lab holding a 6-cent gain at 616. We're up 26 on SoFi, 775 on your SoFi shares right at the moment. Looking good there. GameStop up 83 now, 2073, climbing again. Matterport up a nickel, no, half a penny. 23andMe up 1.5. Spire up 16. We got SmartRent up about 2 cents. Apple's up 4.25. We've got Tesla up 6.77. Microsoft up 8.44. Google is up 180. Amazon up 190. Nvidia just down 260 at 123. We got Meta up 707. These magnificent sevens have got some real nice moves here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 of them. The only one that's down is Nvidia, and it's only down 2.3%. It was down 7-8% last night, 6-7%. Now only down 2.3%. We might be green on this thing later today, the way this is going. Interesting. We're up on HPQ, by the way. The turnaround happened here. We're up 44 cents on HPQ. Unity up a quarter. AI up 12 cents. Adobe up 11.50 a share. Netflix up $5. We got IBM holding a 4-cent gain. Vanik up 141 a share. The semiconductors are turning around. Home Depot down 270. Enphase down 239. Palantir up 101. Uber up $1.03. We've got gains showing here. More gains than losses. Definitely coming through right now on this stock market. 84-cent, 85-cent gain on GameStop. 2075, the high of 2079 is in danger. We might break through this. Could GameStop break 21 today? We were down to 1989 yesterday. Doesn't seem to have lasted very long. Something is going on GameStop. I smell something going on. 2076. This is not a dead cat bounce. We're about to break the high here. 2078 on your GameStop shares. 2078 right now. 1 penny off the high of the day right at the moment. Nvidia is 122.94, trying to break through 123. We have SoFi at 776, up 27 cents right now. High of the day for SoFi today is 782. We just went to 777. We're within a nickel of the high of the day on SoFi. 5.2 million volume. All right, guys, lots to watch and follow. Look at the GameStop new high, 2083. The high now is coming through here. We're breaking the highs. 2083 is the new high now. 2082 last trade on GameStop. So there's more buying still coming in here. It's only traded 640,000 or so. It's nothing crazy, but something tells me that something's going on. Something definitely going on. All right, kids. Never mind. I'm just going to double check something. Hang on. Don't mind me. I've got to double check something here. The big T has come in. Thank you, my friend. Member for 7 months, chilling with Uncle Bruce level. Thank you again, the Big T. Making progress on that fully automated golden bidet for my trading room. Oh, a bidet in style. Nice going. Stephen Butler, number 161. Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Stephen. J Gill, John, member here for 38 months. So happy to be here. Thank you, J Gill. Appreciate you, my friend. That's a Gold Bagel member right there. Another one. Thank you, guys. Very much appreciate you all being around with us. Great having you in the house. Giddy up, kids. We're at 779 on SoFi, going up again. We're up 30, 2081, up 91 on GameStop. And Rocket Lab is up 14 now, 623, moving higher on that one. Thank you. Nvda 235 dip at 123.26. Shares are slipping a little higher now on Nvidia. The high of the day, 124.40. We're $1.30 away from the high of the day on Nvidia, and we might find it going green. If it goes green, it could go up a couple of bucks pretty quickly. 126, 127, it could do it. We'll see if this has any momentum to it. 91 million volume, 123.08 on Nvidia at the moment. 2080 on GameStop, the high of the day, 2085. Okay. And over here on SoFi, 779, up 30 cents with a 782 high of the session, in danger of being broken again. We could find us breaking $8 on SoFi today. It might happen that we break $8 on your SoFi. Fine by me. There's a ton of upside waiting for SoFi shareholders. 780 now is the last trade. We are inching a little higher again on SoFi, trying to break 782 for the high session of the session. 5.57 million has traded so far. Welcome to the party, pals. Nice to have you here. Very interesting day. A poll question and thumbs ups keep coming in. Thank you, everybody. We love it. 166 on the thumbs up meter. Another 10 just came in. We got 34 to go to hit 200. Thank you. We've got 250 poll question results. 250 now. 57% of you say, with 4.2 million in the bank, I think GameStop should sell off its retail stores and become an investment fund. 57% say, yeah, that would be a really good idea. 43%, I don't think so. We'll see. 250 have responded to that one. Very good. Appreciate you. Thank you, everybody. Zed Estate, Uncle Bruce GameStop, $20 strike cash secured puts. These expire October 18. $2 premium, 5 contracts. Would that work for you? If you wrote the $20 strikes on GameStop and you receive $2 in, you're only going to pay $18 a share for GameStop shares. Don't mind that trade. October 18 expiry, not too far from it, 2 months, $1 a month. Putting up 18. What are you doing? Putting up 2,000 to get a $200 return. That is 10% on your money for 2 months of your time. It's not a bad return on your money if you think about this. You can do this 6 times a year, 60% a year on your money just to offer to buy stock in GameStop. This is not a bad way to make money running options. Cindy, trading from the lake house. I'm starting my holiday weekend. Right on, Cindy. Welcome to the party, pal. You got to love this. Dude, doing well writing iron condors on Tesla. It is firmly in the tight range. So shrinkage is easy. Writing multiple spreads, 25, 30% out of the money. Though SMC is looking nice too. Very interesting. Good conservative strategy with these stocks is the way to do it. Take the heat off, take the gambling away, let the gamblers out there take all the risk, and just be wide as a Mack truck on these spreads. Absolutely. Well done. Nicely done. Bobby Atkinson, SoFi hitting 782, Bruce. It's doing it. 786. Just broke through the high of the day here. 786 on your SoFi. 6.1 million shares. Here we go. How high and how fast does it want to run? Up 37 cents on the SoFi shares. Thank you very much, everybody. We'll keep that drive alive. Let's go through 8 today. Be fine by me. Absolutely wonderful. We're up 19 now on Rocket Lab at 628, 785, 786 on SoFi. GameStop 2088 up 98 cents. Looks like GameStop is hitting new highs, trying to hit new highs again. We love it. Go baby go. 2089 high of the day. We're up almost $1 on the GameStop shares today. Nvda 123.14, only down 247. This is a 2-minute move for Nvidia. It can move up $2 in a minute and a half. Nothing to it. SoFi now 786. This is the high of the day right here. 788, the new high. Another one. 39-cent gain, up 5.2% on SoFi. 788 a share right now. That is the story, guys, on SoFi. We've got real upside happening in this direction on this thing. Tons of upside. 14.54 is the magic price on SoFi. 14.54. That turns SoFi from a negative $850 million debit position to a positive $850 million debit position, and puts a squeeze on shorters like you cannot believe. We have a short interest, by the way, has gone up on SoFi since last report. Just a few days ago, we were looking at 180 million short positions. We're now at 192. 192 million shorted of SoFi, which represents 19% of the free float of the stock. And if this stock keeps going higher, it brings the cap call option into further play for SoFi. Every penny this stock goes up past 7.27, SoFi is gaining value on its own call option on itself. 14.54 is the magic price. $1.7 billion switch in asset value into the hands of the shareholders. And this stock is going there. There's no doubt about it. Noto and all of his pals in Wall Street, this baby is going to hit 88 miles an hour. And you're going to see some serious stuff. You really are. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be insane. Watching a lot of fun going on here. Yeah, baby. Goldman Sachs, those are the folks that are behind this thing. Goldman Sachs and Noto and all his pals at his old stomping grounds. Watch out. 789 is the high today. 788 is where we're at. And the options are now in the money by about 64 cents, and they're going to go to 14.54. This is where it's going. I'm gonna have to do a calculation here one of these days. Maybe one of you guys can help me out. I'm trying to figure out how much money is represented by every penny on this stock as it goes higher. Let's see. Can I do this in any way, shape, or form? Divided by 724, 23 something. Is it 23 million? 23 million times 7.27 maybe? Yeah, maybe not. Maybe it's more than that. I'm trying to calculate here. Every time SoFi goes up a penny over 724, with a $1.7 billion payoff at the end of this call option that they have, 724 equals $1.7 billion. That's what I'm trying to get at. So what does one penny equal? Okay. Is it 23 million a penny? Is it 230 million a penny? Now it's got to be 23 million a penny, or is it 2.3 million a penny? Too many zeros. Hello there, Auntie Jen. How are you?
Hello.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Oh, we're having fun here today.
How's the world? How's the market?
Oh, my viewers are getting richer.
Oh.
It's all good time. GameStop just 2106 a moment ago. We're at
Excellent.
2090, up a buck here, looking great.
You can tell me in a minute.
Okay, I can tell you in a minute. She's in a meeting right now. Jen had to go to a meeting. There we are. We're up 20 cents on the Rocket Lab. Make it 22 now. We're up 38 on SoFi, 787. We're up $1.01 on GameStop. Looking great. We've got Apple up 416, Tesla up $6, Microsoft up 990. The Google Alphabet shares up 244. We have Amazon up 235. Nvda down $4 at 121.33, waiting for that one to break out. Meta is down $7.49. Goldman is up $2. Cisco's up 28. Arc Investments Innovations up 106. HBQ up 137. Big turnaround on HBQ here. Unity up 47. AI up 23. Adobe up 13.20. Look at that. Netflix up $6.50. Look at the IBM 199.15 going for 200 again. She's up 68 cents. Vanik is up 216. We've got a 113 gain on Palantir, a 98-cent gain on Uber. So we're definitely getting some positive movement here. Very interesting day. 788 on SoFi, up 39 cents on SoFi. Rocket Lab up 20 centinos. SoFi's high of the day has been and is right where we are right now, 789, up 40 cents. This is the high of the day on SoFi right now. We've got GameStop high of the day of 2106, and we're sitting at 2092. Little pullback, and now another move up on GameStop. Jen,
hi,
howdy. What you say?
I met a lovely couple.
You did?
From New Zealand.
You met a couple from New Zealand
who are taking the 4 Queen cruise.
The 4 Queen cruise.
They get off tomorrow. They wait a few days, and then they get on
Queen Anne, the Queen Anne, the new
to
one.
To go to the top of Europe, where they get on Queen Elizabeth. No, Barcelona. They go to Barcelona and get on Queen Elizabeth, and that'll be their 4th queen.
The Queen Elizabeth ship. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
A 4 queen tour.
Wow.
I know.
That's awesome stuff, man. Not bad.
Not bad.
Bobby Atkinson, 786. We saw Cindy B. I like this pullback on Nvidia. My stock is down around 200, but my covered call that I sold is up 362.
There you go.
Dennis, SMCI, October 6, 370, 380, collected 355 yesterday. I can buy it back for 210 right now. My spread is up $145 in 24 hours. Alex closed Nvidia put credit spreads for $3. Premium got crushed. Oh, you gotta love this. Lissy, GameStop over $21. Bruce, Zeta State cover call. GameStop 30 strike. 420 expiry. 375 premium. Is that too conservative? Well, that's pretty high up there. That's way up there. But again, it's up to you. The stock at $21. You can always write 25s and bring in more money if you want. D.A. Shuda, Auntie Jen, don't buy the timeshare. Richard, good morning, Auntie Jen. Mark C., first lesson in the books. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. JJ, sounds like Auntie Jen has plans.
Hi, Richie.
The 4 Queen cruise. She has plans. What can we say?
And you know where you start the 4 Queen cruise?
No.
Australia.
Wow, that's awesome. Those kids are sailing the world.
Yes.
They are sailing the world on Cunard. Pretty cool stuff, man. That is awesome. We've got Rocket Lab up 20 cents. We've got SoFi at 788, up 39. We're back to 2101 on GameStop, up 111 again. We're running on the GameStop. The high of the day has been, let me just refresh it here. Just waiting for this to come through. I've seen 2106 as the high of the session. 2102 is where we are right at this moment in time. on the GameStop shares. Double check here. SoFi high of the day 793. We're at 792 on your SoFi. We're putting for $8 on SoFi, kids. We're up 43 cents right now. Looking good. Nvidia 121.64 down 397. Not a bad day at all. People are taking money off the table today. Thank you, Nvidia. Hallelujah. Love that. It's kind of fun. I like this game, people say. We're at 630 on Rocket Lab, up 21. SoFi 791 up 42. GameStop $21 up $1.10. Giddy on up. Let's go, baby. Nvidia 455 on the down dip. 121.07. It doesn't matter. Isn't this fun? Gap stock is halted from trading, news pending. There's the story right there. Gap is halted, news pending. They did not immediately respond for a comment. They were reporting fiscal second quarter earnings after the close Thursday. This is breaking news. Why would Gap be halted? I don't know. Maybe there is something good. 22.23 last trade on Gap Inc. Symbol is GAP, down 20 cents last trade. The low was 21.73, the high 24.50. So it has been as high as 24.50 today. That was the pre-market opening. There are 375 million shares outstanding, 223 million public float, 13.5% shorted, 30 million shorted on the Gap. What is going on with the Gap? Market cap of the Gap, $8.4 billion at current prices per share. We don't know. We'll see what we see when we see what we see. Something will come up. Rocket Lab right now, up 19. Look at SoFi, 793, kids, up 44 cents on your SoFi. This is the high of the day here, I think. Let me double check. 794 now has been the high of the day on SoFi. We're pushing $8. If we break 8, we could be 810, 815 in no time. If we can break 8 on SoFi, any of you out there with $7 cash secured puts, you got to be smiling, smiling, smiling on your SoFi right now. All right. Nvidia here, 121.19. GameStop now, 21.14. Hitting a high of 21.20. Let me double check that. 21.20 is the high of the day. 21.11 right now, up $1.20 on GameStop. We're moving. I only see 1.1 million traded. That's all I've got. If I'm not mistaken, it's not that heavy, but it is moving up $1.20. We're 6% higher today on GameStop. We have recovered all the loss of yesterday, and now we're taking out the next day's losses. So something's going on in GameStop. I smell something happening. I do. I really do. Giddy up, kids. Thank you for joining us today from wherever you are today. Appreciate you all. Jen and I are saying hello from the Queen Mary 2 just outside of Southampton here in the UK. Things are going on. We've got thumbs ups now approaching what we got. 160. Last I saw 160 something. 173. 27 away from 200 thumbs ups. You guys are awesome. Thank you so very much for coming through for us with the thumbs ups today. We've got 263 votes on the poll question now. The question simply says, with $4.2 billion in cash, I think GameStop should sell off its retail stores and become an investment fund. 57% say yeah. 43% say no. There you go. There's the story. We'll see what's going on. Giddy up, kids. Thank you all for joining in. Let's keep an eye on our faves. The Rocket Lab now 633, even, 24-cent gain there. Looking good. 4% gain. SoFi 793. GameStop 21.13 on GameStop. Yeah, this is quite acceptable, I would have to say. The Dow is up 219 again. This is the high level of the day. It looks like 225 now on the Dow. 31-point gain on S&P. That looks like a high. And NASDAQ up 166, not the high of the day, but looking good. That's almost 1% higher. S&P and the Dow are pushing almost 0.6% higher. Oil is up $2. Interesting what's going on there. Still waiting on Gap. What is the news pending on the Gap? We don't know. And keeping an eye on GameStop here. 21.23 now. The high of the day, 21.25. Here we are at highs on GameStop. This is a 133 gain now on your GameStop shares, people. If you've written cash secured puts, you are grinning, and grinning. SoFi, 792 with a high of 795, pushing 9.6 million volume today. I wonder if CNBC has anything on the Gap. If you can check that out. Yeah. We're going to check and see what we find over here. If anything is going on, we'll find out.
No, I might not get there. Hugh Jackman film is on.
Uh-oh, Hugh Jackman film. He might not make it to CNBC after all. 632 on Rocket Lab, up 23. 43-cent gain on SoFi. 134 on GameStop now. Giddy up, kids. Fun times. Nvidia, 120.25. Nearing the low of the day on Nvidia, down 5.36 a share, giving some of you an opportunity to put on new positions if you haven't already. So keep an eye on that Nvidia. Fun times. Thank you, one. Thank you all. And thanks for joining us today. Great to have you here live from the Queen Mary 2, just outside of Southampton here in the Atlantic, just below the southern coast, or approaching the southern coast of the UK, south of Ireland, and we're bringing it in tomorrow morning. We'll be in Southampton. Thank you all for being with us this whole trip. We appreciate you. It's been something, been an experience to be live on an ocean liner, I'll tell you. Waiting on Gap. What are they saying? What's going on over there? We don't know. They are halted.
Busy talking about Salesforce.
That's true. Salesforce is being talked about. We've got 176 thumbs ups. Thank you so very much. We have 264 results on the poll question today. Thank you for participating on that. Splair, oh yeah, 790 on SoFi. DA Druda, SoFi and GamePop here. Alex, not to be a party pooper, but the volume on GameStop, that doesn't look exciting, but the market sure looks good. Zed, CHEY is going to hit 30. Roaring Kitty called it. Deep value GameStop short interest seems a lot lower than usual. That's because of the raising of all that cash. Lorraine, 175 on your thumbs up meter, Bruce. JJ, Rocket Lab's up 25 cents. That's 4%. Yippee. Lorraine, I've been a member here 35 months. I've been a member of this man's channel. Gold Bagel member. Thank you, Lorraine, so much for following us, and just keep making that money, darling. Just keep getting richer and richer and richer. That's all you got to do. Simple, easy peasy. 21.15 on GameStop. High today, 21.30. We seem to be going up 2 or 3 steps, coming back one, going up 2 or 3 more, coming back one. We're just rolling higher. Only 1.4 million volume, but I tell you, this kind of move is either bottom fishers, or I have a feeling someone is reading into this announcement that came out regarding the dropping of their bank line of credit. Something, I think there's way more to this than meets the eye. I think something's up. That's just me, though. I'm an old guy, been around too long. I just smell something happening here. We're up 240 on the Dow, 25 on S&P, and 115 on NASDAQ. Very good start to this session today. And it's going to be an interesting day today. Oh, yes, kids. We've only just begun. A lot more can happen here. 21.24 on GameStop, 7.90 on SoFi. Looking to go to $8 on SoFi. Wouldn't that be fun today? Come on, SoFi. Let's break $8. Watching this news on the Gap. It's been halted.
Nothing happened.
Earnings come out on Tuesday, so there's nothing pending there really to worry about. What is the story with respect to the gap? That is the question. I really don't know if it's anything to worry about. Is there a merger, a takeover? Is there some kind of a deal going on? The New York Stock Exchange cited pending news as a reason for the halt, and we don't have an answer at the moment on the gap, what the story is. Usually these kinds of announcements come out pretty quickly. They don't wait too long. They might announce it and then hold the halt longer to give shareholders time to understand the halt, for the reason for the halt. 3.5 million traded, normally 8 million trade in a day, so the gap volume didn't go crazy today, but something's going on. Let me double check press releases on the gap. I've got nothing on a press release from the company yet, so we don't know what the dealio is over there. And on financials for the gap, I'm going to take a look at the quarterlies here. The last few quarters, back in April 2023, their sales were 3.2 billion. Then July of 23, 3.55 billion. October, 3.7. January 31st ending, 4.3 billion, which of course would include Christmas sales. April, 3.4 billion. They're hanging right in there. So the trend is okay. And let's see if we have net income. They're making money, 158 million in the last quarter profits. So there's no issue there per se. We'll have to wait and see what they say. Right now, the stock looks to be halted. 22.23 last trade, down 20 cents is the last reported sale on Gap stock. 7.93 on SoFi, up 44 cents, and we're trying to get to $8 there. That might happen. And GameStop is going up 21.33 here. This is pushing the high of the day of 21.37 around. We're within 4 or 5 cents of hitting the high of the day again on GameStop. 1.5 million volume, 21.33 last trade, 4 cents away from the high of the day on GameStop. Okay. 7.94 to 7.95 on SoFi. This is the high of the day here, 7.95. 11.4 million on SoFi. Moving up here towards this 8 level. Something tells me it's going to try and break it. It's going to try it. 7.93 to 95, 94. There it is again, up 44 cents. All right, kids. Let's see here. Z Estate, 5 GameStop cash secured puts, 22 strikes, September 24 expired. 211 premium. AG, can you please make GameStop go over 22? Sold. Right on. Christina, I wish they halted SMCI yesterday, but they didn't. J-Boy, here is a donation of $50. I've been able to slowly turn selling 1 Tesla covered call into selling 3, and now almost 4 every week. Now hitting a stride and getting consistent gains. All thanks to Uncle Bruce. It is truly life-changing. If you're on the fence, get off. Should have started this years ago. J-Boy, thank you. This is, we'll call this Queen Mary 2 shipboard spending money. Thank you very much. Jen has no problem spending this money. None whatsoever.
He's my fellow 1%er.
There you go. Thank you, J-Boy, for that generous donation. B Tizzle, you're my hero, J-Boy. B Tizzle, that's awesome. Thank you guys very much for these donations. They make a difference. They really do. We thank you. Beautiful. Yeah, baby, I want you kids to get rich. Sorry, I just don't want you guys to be mediocre winners. I want you to be big time winners in this market. Grab this by the horns and make some dough. Well done, everybody. It's coming along. It takes a while, but boy, does it add up, and it makes one heck of a difference. We have 179 thumbs ups. We're only 21 away from 200 today. Thank you all. 222 of you are here watching right now. We have 269 responses to the poll question, 56 to 44 on whether a GameStop should become an investment company. More people think yes than no. The gap at 22.23, I'm thinking it's still a delayed quote. We don't have a trade yet. SoFi, 7.98, kids. We're 2 cents away from $8 on your SoFi. Welcome back to the $8 neighborhood, SoFi. We've missed you. We're trading right now at the highest level in a month as it is. We're now trading at the highest level in 3 months right now. We are trading at the highest level for SoFi in 3 months. Going back 6 months, we haven't seen this pricing where we are right now since March of this year. It's been that long. Since March, we haven't been in this neighborhood. 797, 798. Welcome back to the party, SoFi. Let's get this puppy going, and let's run this thing to 1454. That's where we want to go. That is a big deal. We've got GameStop at 21.35. The high today, 21.37. Last I saw. Let's see if that's current. Yeah, 21.37 is a high today. We're at 21.35 here on 1.6 million, I believe. There it is, 21.36. We're going for a new high on GameStop as well as SoFi. Very interesting. Nvda to 120.79, 120.81. We just snuck back to that 119 level, but we popped through it again. The low trade of the day, 119.23, I saw a while ago. Let's see. 119.23 is the low of the session, and we're back to 120.79. Only down 482 on Nvda. Very good. SoFi, 799. 799 on SoFi, kids. We're up 50 cents. Here we go on SoFi. Thank you very much. Let's get this party going here. I like this one. 21.36 to 7. Here it is, 21.37 GameStop. This is the high of the day. We have touched it again on your GameStop shares. We're up 147 now. 147, 148 on GameStop. SoFi is up to 802. Look at that. Like a hot knife through soft butter. SoFi eviscerated the $8 resistance level. There was no resistance on SoFi at 8. It's gone, baby. 802 is now the trading range. 803 on SoFi. Breaking through $8 means 810, 815 can be happening here. We're looking good here. Welcome to the party, everybody. I hope you're enjoying this run here on some of your favorites. We got a good day going. We're at the 633, up 24 on Rocket Lab. We're at 802, 803 on SoFi, 2130 and more on GameStop. Giddy up, kids. We got something going on there. Spire just up 3 cents. SmartRent up 5.5. Apple's up 4.70. Tesla's up 5.30. Microsoft up $9. Google up $2. Amazon up $2. Nvidia down 4.80. Meta up 5.20 right here. We've got a good market going. Interesting stuff, kids. Welcome to the party, pals. Great to have you here in this neighborhood today. Thank you, J-Boy, for this donation, man. You're awesome. Thank you. Alex, I wrote Nvidia put credit spreads expiring September 13. I wrote 102, 107s for 53 cents, 10% return on capital in 10 trading days. Thank you very much. Nice return on your money. Tasty Donkey, 802. Stuart Longsdale, 801. Juan, 803 on SoFi. Richard Carlin, neat. The powers that be. BP, hi, Uncle Bruce, please, can you explain again what happens when SoFi hits $15 or more per share, referencing these convertible notes and how it affects us retail shareholders? All I can tell you is at $14.54 a share, which is the maximum price that the call contract tops out at for GameStop, this private placement cap call transaction. GameStop, SoFi. SoFi will make so much money on that cap call option that they will be able to buy all the stock they need to pay off $850 million in debt that they took out on this convertible note. The profit on the contract will equal $850 million, and they will flip over the debt into stock. But the stock doesn't come from the treasury. The stock comes from the street. And that is why, with 190 million shares short on SoFi, instead of 180 million we had the other day, we're now at 192, almost 193 million. This will squeeze another 100 million shares on the shorters, putting them at 200, almost 300 million shares short on the company's stock. That's why those in the know are aware that this SoFi stock is going to go a lot higher than this. It is not going to stop at $11 or $12 a share just because they make money in their fourth consecutive quarter. No. The SoFi stock will break $14.54 and go through 15, thereby allowing the company to move the accounting ledger with an $850 million debit over to an $850 million credit. And that's a $1.7 billion swing in value on the asset side from the liability side. And this is where it just makes every shareholder that much richer per share. It's a wonderful deal. This deal that was done 6 months ago was everybody was worried, oh, they're diluting their stock, it's going to be the end of the world. No, it's not. No, they did a cap call finance transaction which kicked in at $7.24 a share, that pops off at $14.54 a share, and that's why the stock is going to go to $14.54 a share. You can count on it. It's going there and beyond. And of course, if the stock reaches $15 a share, for example, that puts the capital market value of the corporation at over $15 billion, which is another indicator that it'll become part of the S&P 500, because the company will be large enough, market cap large enough, to qualify as an S&P 500 inclusion stock. They don't just make money every quarter for 4 quarters in a row. They're also large enough to enter the S&P 500 index. Yes, that takes us from 15 to 20 a share, because every S&P 500 tracking ETF out there and mutual fund will be buying SoFi stock in their portfolios. Yes, they'll happily pay 15 to 20 bucks a share. They're not going to be overpaying for it when they buy it at 15 to 20 bucks a share. It's going to be fantastic. 182 thumbs ups, guys. Thank you for 182 thumbs ups. Appreciate this. Let's take a look at some of our favorites here. Where are our stocks now? We are at 6.30 on Rocket Lab. We're up 21 cents. We've got SoFi at $7.98 to $8. Thank you very much. Looking good here, up 49.50 cents. GameStop 21.13. We've already hit 21.30 here. Looking great, up $1.23. Fantastic. We have Nvda sitting right now at a loss of 4.37. Nothing to worry about here. 121.20. Thank you, Nvda. Folks are making money today in the options market. Here we go. And with SoFi, we've only just started, kids. We've only just started. The gap still halted, as far as I know, 22.23. Trade. We do not know what the story on the gap is. I got an eye on the CNBC channel, and they don't seem to be talking about it.
But I did see SoFi go past on the ticker.
She saw the ticker.
It's up 50 cents.
It's up. See, there you go.
It's a mover.
And it is always going across the ticker. Truly, we've reached 804 maybe for the high. Let's double check that. The high on SoFi today, 804. We're at 7.99, $8 right now. 15.7 million volume. The GameStop situation, the high of the day has been, I think, 21.38. And we're right now at 21.19, up $1.29 on 1.86 million volume. That's the story. Microsoft is up $10 today. A very strong day for the Magnificent Seven, and it's not hurting the rest of the market either. A most interesting day. The Dow is up 280 points, S&P up 40, NASDAQ up 188, oil up $1.89. There you go. It is green, green, green. Giddy up, kids. This is what we're at. 21.20 on GameStop and $7.99 to $8 on your SoFi. We haven't hit $8 since March. Welcome back to the party, pal. There we are, $8 a share on SoFi. Who bought it at $5.90? Someone here bought it at $5.90. There were people buying in the low sixes and the mid sixes and the 680s and the sevens. Here we are at $8. Thank you very much. We're going higher on SoFi a lot higher. Oh, isn't this fun? I like this game. I do like this
Talking about
game.
why Nvidia's down.
Yes, they're talking about it, but it's going to go higher. Nvidia is going to go higher. It's only a matter of time, but it's okay. There are people out there writing credit spreads on the call and the put side, making money on Nvidia, saying, "Thank you, sir. May I have another?" I love this game. People are writing options on SoFi, Rocket Lab, GameStop. They're doing it on all kinds of stock and now are pulling in dough. And we say, "Thank you so very, very much. We love this." We're up 21 on Rocket Lab, 51-cent gain on SoFi, 122 gain on GameStop. A very nice day all around on some of our faves. Giddy up. Let's go higher. Okay. Thank you all so very much. What do we got here now? The thumbs up meter is approaching 200 as we are inching along here. You guys keep coming through for me. If you're watching on the rerun, hit that thumbs up button for us. Help us out with a shot. We would appreciate it. We are now sitting on a thumbs up meter 184. We need 16 measly thumbs ups to hit the 200 level, which was what we always aim for every day if possible. Appreciate you all coming through for us with that game. It's fantastic. We have 273 responses to the poll question today. 273. 56% say, you know what, GameStop should become an investment fund. Sell off those stores, taking some more cash. They got 4.2 billion now, bring in another couple of billion, get the $6 billion, become an investment company. 56% think that would not be a bad idea. How about that? Thanks again to all of you who have said hi to me today. These cash donations that have come in today, super chats. Thank you, guys. Bobby Atkinson, let's go. SoFi approaching my average of 817, baby. One, Uncle Bruce, I wrote 20 contracts. SoFi, $8 for October. Way back in May. Should I roll it to 15 all the way to 2026? It's paying $765. I don't know. Can you actually get $765 for a $15 call option? You can. That's a put option, maybe. Don't know about a call option. One, October 2024. I'm not sure what's going on there. BP, thanks, Uncle Bruce, for the explanation. So the SoFi SP must rise to offset the dilution. I was worried about the dilution reducing ownership. There you go. Blair, all right, y'all. Just in case, I'm going to wish you all a relaxed and successful day. Blair, have a great long weekend, buddy. We'll see you Tuesday. Uncle Bruce, I will write you this weekend an email because of the Hamburg meetup. It was October, right? Yes. It's October in Hamburg. If you'd like, we can probably get together there before we get on the Queen Mary 2 to come back to New York. Absolutely love to see you. Fantastic. The gap, 22.23, still looks like it's halted. waiting for news on the gap. Don't know what the deal is. No one is saying. There's a report here saying that earnings may have been released early, but we don't know what the deal is. Let me double check here. Trading activity for the gap was suspended Thursday. The company is scheduled to report fiscal second quarter earnings after the market closed Thursday, but some of the results were released ahead of schedule, according to a Bloomberg report. The results suggested Gap beat expectations for the quarter. A press release is no longer available on the Gap website, so Barron's was unable to independently confirm the numbers. A Gap rep did not immediately respond to Barron's request for a comment. So we don't have the official, but that might have been the issue, that they may have had a preliminary early release of financials and they were beating the street. Of course, that doesn't say the whole story about, what do you think is going to happen going forward? We'll see. SoFi, by the way, back over 802, 803 again on your SoFi shares. As SoFi have come up again. We're a high of the day of 805, and we might be pushing that around again. We'll have to see how this plays out. Fun times, everybody. Nvda is sitting at 120, 105. That's recovered from 119.20. And GameStop is at 2107 after topping out at 2138 so far today. Still up 117 a share. We've got an 803 last trade on SoFi. The high of the day is 805. We're right in that neighborhood of the high of the day. 53-cent gain, 54-cent gain right now, up 7% on SoFi, everybody. Welcome to the party, each and every one of you. It's wonderful that you were here. There you go. I'm running out of voice. Kids, I got to say my goodbyes. Thank you all for this great week that you spent with us. Tomorrow, Jen and I will be active here on getting our keys reloaded and getting out to Southampton and getting back on the ship and getting ready to go. So we're not going to be on the air tomorrow. Too much happening here on the turnover day. Monday is Labor Day, so have a great Labor Day, everybody. We'll be keeping an eye on the markets, however. I will be watching it. And if there's any news you need to know about, I will break in anytime on the weekend. I might post a video at any time. You'll get the alerts. If you're members of this channel, especially Gold Bagel members, you will get the alerts that something came out on my channel. Thank you again for being Gold Bagel members, being Chillin' with Uncle Bruce members, being subscribers to this channel, followers. You're all welcome here. And I want you all to get richer and richer and richer. Thank you so much for your support of this YouTube channel, this specialty channel, all about writing options. 803 is the current trade level on SoFi. 2106 is the current level on GameStop. Gap seems to still be halted at the moment, so that will take a while to iron out. Nvidia is at 121.58, coming back on after dipping to 119.20. It's now come up $2 and about 35 cents from the low of the session in the last 30 minutes. So Nvidia is still down $4, but only down $4. Interesting stuff. Over on Rocket Lab, we have a 630 last trade, and it's up 21 cents at the moment. There you are, kids. That's your show today from On Board the Queen Mary 2 live. Hope you make a pile of money here writing these options, letting them expire and writing again. Keep the drive alive. Keep up the good work. Keep us posted, and we'll stay on top of these markets with you. And hopefully you guys just get richer and richer and richer. You sure deserve it. I love to see how this is working out. Thanks again for the poll questions. 276 of you answered that one today. Very good. Thank you for that. And on the thumbs up meter, we were approaching 185 or so. I thank you. If you can hit that thumbs up button anytime, whether you're watching on rerun or not, get us over 200 today. That would be terrific. The more, the merrier. YouTube will bring more people our direction. All right. Peepers. That's right. All right, kids. That's the story. We're off here for now. Have a great rest of your session. Thanks again. And just make a pile of money out there. There's really nothing to it, nothing magical. Just make a pile of money. Thank you, guys. Richard Carlin, thank you, my friend. Charlie, thanks for your time while you're on your vacation. Uncle Bruce, Antigen, safe travel. See you Tuesday. Neat, Bobby. Maybe Spire released earnings today. Who knows? B. Tizzle, neat. And Spire. Thanks, Bobby, for the hint. D.A. Druda, neat. Bobby Atkinson at work. Cannot Google right now. There you go. BP, neat. Spire, neat. There you go. The knee emojis are flying. Thanks, guys. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll keep you posted. We'll definitely see you on Tuesday. All right. Bye for now.